In today's video, we're going to be talking about your final opportunity to get some free items in Grand Theft Auto Online, what's going to be going away, what we can be expecting, and a whole lot more. So let's talk about everything that's going to be going away first. The first thing that's ending on August 27th, which is basically in about a day, is double GTA money NRP on the Hunting Pack Remix Adversary mode. So as we'll be discussing a little bit later on in the video, I think there's a good chance that that'll be extended for another week. But at least for now, if you really enjoy this adversary mode, it's your last chance to get it with double money NRP. It's also your last chance to get 2 times boost on nightclub popularity in the management missions. So if you're trying to keep your club full, well, it's going to be easier to do it today than it will be on Tuesday when the new sales come into place. It's also your last chance to get the hunting camo livery on 2 vehicles, the Mammoth Avenger and the Buckingham Akula. So this, again, pretty rare. This livery is never going to be available again for these 2 vehicles. So if you want it, you got to log on to get it. Also, 30% off some supercars, sports cars, and weaponized vehicles like the BF Ramp Buggy, the Debauchee Wagner, the Trifade Nero, the Progen GP1, the Vapid Flash GT, the Benefactor Turreted Limo, and the Vapid Cara. All of those are 30% off. And then 40% off weaponized and luxury aircraft too, like the Mammoth Avenger, Buckingham Akula, Hydra, Western Rogue, Volatile, Nagasaki Havoc, and the Buckingham Super Velito and its carbon version as well. So you've got 40% off the Avenger, Akula, and then you've got 30% off of the rest. And then it's the premium race and the time trial. The premium race is Nightlife, which is locked on motorcycles, and the time trial is Down Chiliad. So those are all the bonuses, discounts, and sales that are going to be ending on August 27th. Although the way we know the tunables are scheduled to update, they're not going to officially change until, I would say, Tuesday morning at about 4:30 or 5 a.m. That's when we typically see the tunables update. So if you're a late night gamer on Monday night, early morning gamer on Tuesday morning, you should be able to still take advantage of these discounts. Now, let's discuss what is going to be coming up next tomorrow. We are done with DJs. We are done with radio stations. Now we are truly just into the drip feed of this update. And the one thing that's been confirmed so far from Rockstar insiders is that the HVY Menacer is going to be coming out tomorrow. So the HVY Menacer is a weaponized vehicle. It's going to be available on the Warstock Cash and Carry site for $1,775,000. Now, insiders did not confirm if anything else was going to be arriving. So for the time being, that looks like it's going to be the only, I would say, big new piece of content coming. Now, if I had to take a wild guess, I would say that Rockstar would extend the double money and RP on the Hunting Pack Remix Adversary mode that we saw released last week. That would probably make sense. We've seen Rockstar do that in prior updates where they end up doing a second week of double money and RP for the adversary mode after it comes out. Now, in addition to that, we do have a lot of other remaining content that could release. For example, there's a lot of older vehicles that are getting upgraded, like the Patriot, the Hearse, the Serrano, the BJXL, the Fathom FQ2, the Habanero, the Prairie, the Ruiner, and the Futo. Those are older vehicles. There's also the Free Crawler, although I'm pretty sure if that was coming out, the insiders would have told us about that. There's 3 other adversary modes that could release, although I don't believe they are. That is Trading Places, Running Back, and Sumo. All of them are remixed versions. There's a ton of liveries that we could get for individual vehicles, just like what we saw with the hunting camo for the Akula and the Avenger. I'll actually show you guys these graphs right here. So you can see we have the following new camos: pink and green camo, yellow and blue, orange shade, blue and green, hunting camo, blue tartan, Santo Capro coins, Sineste Nove monogram, Sineste Nove multicolor, and $. So we have a lot that could be released. Pink and green has become available for the Night Shark, the Revolter, the Patriot Stretch, the Speedo, and the Mule and the Pounder Custom. Santa Nove multicolor has become available for the Night Shark, the Revolter, Patriot, Speedo Custom, Mule, and Pounder Custom. Obviously, last week we got hunting camo for the Akula and the Avenger. So I would suspect that we would get, I would say, maybe 1 or 2 new liveries for vehicles. Again, it could be for something like the Kanjali or the Patriot or the Thruster or the Technical Custom or the Insurgent Custom. Those are all the vehicles that can be applied to something like this. So we're really just going to have to wait and see. Hopefully it is something cool. I would imagine it might be for one of the newer vehicles too, maybe like the Oppressor Mark II. But lots of liveries that Rockstar could release. There's also 46 new shirts that Rockstar have not released yet. So there's a possibility that we could be getting another one of those rare ones. I think it's still too early to see any of the racing content that Rockstar has in this update. And that brings me to another question that I want to answer. This is one I couldn't get to in my Q&A, but I thought it was interesting enough to talk about. James said, in regards to the racing files found in the DLC, would you think our nightclub could serve as a central hub for free roam, non-contact racing through the city in passive mode? And do you think the files are connected to our customization coming to the old cars? So let me answer your second question first. Yes, I do believe the racing content is directly related to the tuner style customization to the older vehicles we're going to be getting. Whether it's vehicles that are getting new mods like the Prairie or specific sets of liveries like the Futo, Ruiner, Penumbra, Mamba, and Cockett Classic. I think it's directly related to that. Now, will it directly involve your nightclub? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because I think the nightclubs have a distinct purpose, and we've already seen what their purpose is. But I certainly don't think it's going to be just pushed under the rug. I think this is going to be a big part of this update. When it's going to be arriving, I'm not sure, but I would suspect that will be coming sooner rather than later, especially with RDR2 right around the way. I don't think they would want to extend it past October and past RDR2's release. I think they would want it to come out before then. Now, in addition to all of that I just mentioned, I bet we're going to be getting a standard event week that is, filled with bonuses, discounts, and sales. There's going to be a premium race and a time trial. I think it's going to be a pretty fun week in Grand Theft Auto Online, but that's all the information I've got for you guys in this one today. Let me know what you think is going to be happening this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.